Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player.
How you doing?
That's the only chance you got.
I'm going to remember that, freak. It's on.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Pelicans make the trip in for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Cleveland. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. And they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top. Go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Williams in for Smith. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. Sessions checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for the Pelicans. Davis and Ashe in the middle. Sessions out there with Norris Cole. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And Cole kicks to Ashe. Pass to Cole. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Puts up the baby hook. That doesn't go either for Davis.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Boston Celtics.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Just 3 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's Williams with the drive. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I loved the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And when that strategy, Greg, didn't lead to layups, they usually wound up at the foul line. And I thought they shot an excellent percentage when they did get to the line.
That's good. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williams against Sessions. Screen by Ashe. Here's Davis. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans on top. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team, but we have to control.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations that they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
All All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Ryan Anderson out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Holiday in at the points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pelicans leading by 3. Outside. Gordon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
The Pelicans have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Williams with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Williams against Holiday. Outside Williams. Expanding his range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so that's the end of the first half.
Guys, I'm here with...
All right, everyone's eyes up here. If we're going to send these fans home happy, we've got to go over some things. If things are going to change next half, we have to get our guys in the low post more involved. Let's get better entry passing, and let's get our elbows dirty once the ball's in there. Also, the handle we've kept on the ball has been nice and tight. They love to force us into more mistakes, but you guys haven't been letting that happen. Good job. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. We're facing a team that does a lot of things well. No surprise they gave us problems in the first half. Now it's our turn to show them. Ladies and gentlemen, your
now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Boy, did he.
In for Alexis Ajinça, and it's Anderson in for Tyreke Evans. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Williams, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Williams up on top, defended by Gordon, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel. Move the ball.
Williams against Anderson. Williams with the ball. He has 5. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Davis. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
James, the pass to Williams. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. And then for New Orleans, Omer Ashe. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Sessions comes in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Stolen by Anderson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Cole's got the ball. Can't connect from short range.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the...
Pelicans leading by 10. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashe inside. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Davis drives in. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 22 points for Anthony Davis.
They only made 35% of their shots in the first half. They found the range here. Again, shooting percentage, a function of the kinds of shots you get. Much better shots, a better shooting percentage.
Williams.
Pelicans foul. Ryan Anderson. That's his second personal foul.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition? On the fast break tonight, that's been a huge factor as well.
Looking at the numbers for Williams, he has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Evans is checked in.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for New Orleans.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Boy, very impressive the way they piled on those extra points, hitting the offensive glass and coming up with the loose balls.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Davis. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's C.J. McCollum in for J.R. Smith. And then for New Orleans, JaVale McGee's checked in for Anderson, and Sessions subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Sessions against Williams. Asik the screen for Sessions. Just 5 to shoot. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And here's Evans. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just got to stay aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
One thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Checking out Cleveland, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And here in the early going, some teams already fulfilling their potential while others struggling out of the gate. Shaq, how big a deal are these initial outcomes?
Ernie, let me tell you something. I hated losing, period. Didn't matter if it was early, late, whatever. I expected to win every time out.
Well, the reality is of it, you have 82 games. So if you get too high or too low in your little valleys or your peaks, you're going to be in big trouble. But every loss and every win does affect home court advantage if you're a veteran team trying to make the playoffs and trying to win it all. So you're thinking about every loss. If you lose in April, it hurts just as much when you lose in January.
And time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Let's meet your Cleveland Cavaliers starting lineup. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'6", number 5, J.R. Smith. Manning the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 20, Timothy Mozgov. He's starting at forward from UCLA, number 0, Kevin Love. He's starting at point guard from Duke University, number 2, Kyrie Irving. From St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James. David Blatt is your head coach. Once again, your Cleveland Cavaliers.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep.
Cleveland leading by 4. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Bergeron. Williams with a clean look. No good from outside. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Williams against Jackson. Here's Noel. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Noel's got his second bucket of the game to go. Williams inside. Jackson on him. Outside Williams. And he lays it straight in.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Jackson kicks to Grant. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Okafor scoring with a great play. Okafor's got 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The screen from Thompson. Williams against Jackson. Kicks it out to James. Just 4 to shoot. Williams for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 5 points. In the game. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Grant outside. Over to the wing. Okafor with the screen on Shumpert. And here's Covington from the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Williams. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. .26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Covington. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Jackson. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Out of bounds. 76ers ball.
On defense, Cleveland leading by 5. 5 to shoot. Back to Jackson. The tray. Again, the miss by Jackson. McCollum. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all. The 76ers trail by 5. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Noel. Carl Landry is out there with Tony Roten. And it's Sampson in at the 2. Now here's Roten, covered by Earth. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cleveland leading by 8. It's Williams with the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Out left to the wing.
Here's Covington. Williams with the block. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Williams has got 7 points. The 76ers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Covington. Pass to Thompson. Jackson has the open look. The 76ers with another miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Williams, here we go. 6 to shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Free throw no good for Williams.
It's been a tough go for him, just an uncontainable game for Williams. He has 9 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And now Philadelphia on the break. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I thought they did a better job of getting it inside in the first. I mean, they were conscious of throwing that ball in the paint and attacking the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Dishes it to Shumpert. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
How about the athleticism on display? Defensively in that win.
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers lead by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. I'll say this for us, though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us because of that patience. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Excellent game we've seen from.
But those are important points nonetheless.
Here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Williams in for J.R. Smith. Philadelphia also making some changes. Noel's checked in for Okafor. Jeremy Grant comes in for Carl Landry. And Robert Covington subbed in for Thompson. Thompson and Varejau at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Roten kicks to Grant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is it. His first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him. In terms of his performance at the line, very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And it's tied up with that one.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
The dish to Williams. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Williams again missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. There's the feed to Grant for the lead. Rebound by Anderson Varejau. The Cavaliers shooting well. They're at 45%. Irving passes to Williams. Stolen by Grant. Kicks it to Covington. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And Williams drops them both. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Williams comes with the double team. Okafor dishes to Grant. Uncovered. And he gets it to go. Covington's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Easy little... jumper for him right there, guys.
Irving kicks to Williams. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Williams has got 4 this quarter. 19 seconds left in the third. Here's Covington. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Picked by Okafor. Covington kicks to Sampson for the lead, and that's not going to go. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers on top, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
I realize this. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I realize this. I realize this.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Williams is checked in for the Cavaliers. Philadelphia also making some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Landry. J.Gar Sampson comes in for Robert Cup, and it's in at the 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two. Jackson passes to Sampson. He's looking for Noel and finds him 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Noel.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
Williams can't hit. Jackson dishes to Okafor. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Outside, Williams takes a 3. He cans that one.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.